Hey guys, you're in a nutshell with me, Ina. Okay, madalas nating nakikita kapag pinag-uusapan ng mga temporary residents na nagrarally, una sa lahat yung mga international students. 'Di ba? Although parang nanahimik sila lately, no? Okay, sumunod dyan, nakakita na rin tayo ng mga nagrarally fairly recently sa mga temporary workers na affected sa long processing times, yung mga backlog sa Ontario, sa OINT. Ngayon naman, ibang grupo naman ito, nagrarally na rin sila, ang mga refugees. Okay, meron tayong papanoorin na report. Less than 2 minutes lang naman siya. So, I hope you don't mind. Ipe-play ko na lang po siya ng buo bago tayo mag-move on sa iba kong mga i-discuss related dito sa kanilang sitwasyon. Dahil alam nyo ba, di ba? So, ang dami nila. Na ilang taon na rin daw pala, no? Naghihintay para ma-process ang kanilang mga PR. Later on, I will discuss with you kung ano po yung meron for refugees dito lang sa kaka-announce na Immigration Levels Plan. Alam nyo ba, lumalabas, medyo priority sila. O sige, play na muna natin to, no? This is from City News. Tama ba? Teka, let me check. From, City News. Immigrants seeking PR in Canada rally in Vancouver. Okay, sa Vancouver. Let's play it.
We need our kids! We need our kids!
Separated by thousands of kilometers from their families, with no clue as to when they will see their loved ones again, dozens of refugees seeking permanent residency gathered Sunday to raise their concerns over skyrocketing processing times.
We came to Canada to build, to stay, to participate. But now our life is delayed. We cannot go forward. We cannot go backward.
According to the IRCC's online processing tracker, people who applied in October 2025 under the Humanitarian and Compassionate Program face a wait time of more than 10 years, with over 46,000 people ahead of them.
10 years. It's unbelievable. I hope if I can see my family soon.
5 years ago, Mohammed Nasser arrived in Canada in search of a better life, fleeing the ongoing civil war in his home of Yemen. Since then, he's been working tirelessly towards being reunited with his wife and son, but with no success.
When he was like 4 years old, hey dad, when can I see you? Something like that. I keep promising him next month, next year, next month, next year.
Eventually, Nasser stopped making those promises as it became too painful. But with nowhere to go, he remains hopeful that his Canadian dream will eventually become a reality.
I know it's a tough time now for Canada in general, but we have a hope to build ourselves and build with you this country too. I'm certified medical doctor, unfortunately, working hard in labor and construction.
In Vancouver, Kurt Black, City News.
Okay, i-clarify lang natin guys, ito po ay mga refugees na-approve na, okay, yung kanilang claims for asylum. Now, once you become a refugee, pwede na po kasi mag-apply ng PR. Okay, ang binabanggit po na waiting time ng reporter ay HNC. Siguro yes, there are some refugees who apply to be PR through HNC, no? Pero meron po kasi talagang iba't ibang mga programa for PR, specifically for refugees. Okay. And by the way, napansin nyo, di ba, meron sila mga banners doon. Tapos iba-ibang numbers nakasulat. Ang nakasulat po doon sa ilalim ng number ay yung waiting time, months waiting na pa nila. Yan, parang months left sa kanilang processing time. Iba-ibang numbers yung nakita ko doon. May 60 plus, may 99, isa, no? 99 months pa ang kanyang waiting time. Bakit kaya? Okay, puntahan natin yung processing time dito sa IRCC website. Okay. Ang complaint po kasi nila, no, or rather, ang biggest concern nila ay ang tagal nila hiwalay sa kanilang mga pamilya. Diba? Okay, sige. Puntahan natin. So, refugees, no, application type. Let's just say outside Quebec po yung applicants. Have you already applied? Yes. Kung bago kang applicant, tignan natin ang latest processing time po dyan. Sabihin mo ng October 2025 ka nag-apply. Ang processing time mo ay 95 months. Wow, ang tagal nga naman. 95! Ilang taon yun? That's almost 8 years. Wow, matagal ano. Kung bago kang apply ha, sige, let us pretend ang application ay final last year. O yan, mag-ano lang tayo, random month, sabihin mo, 2024, April. Kunyari ha, tingnan natin. So, ito naman, bababa ng 33 months to go. So, matagal din talaga, no? Nakita nyo dito, kung April ka nag-apply last year, there would be still 47,900 people ahead of you. Grabe, oh. Sabi dito, people applying now should be processed in 100 months. Grabe. Ngayon, lumabas na itong immigration levels plan, di ba? Puntahan natin ilan ba ang allocation muna for refugees, ha? Ito po yung breakdown ng immigration levels plan. Kung ilan yung mapi-PR under the different pathways. Sa refugees, nakasulat po dito for 2026, 49,300 ang kanilang gagawing PR. That is a decrease from 2025 na ang quota nila for 2025 is 58,000. So nabawasan ng about 8,000-9,000. Ito naman pong naka-highlight, yan po yung iba't iba nilang paraan to be PR. Pwedeng may government-assisted program, pwede silang sponsored privately. So, there are different PR pathways for them. Nakasulat dito, no, 49,000. Uy, sige, bumaba. Tulad ng maraming pathways, kinaltasan din sila for 58,000. Pero, no. Medyo misleading to. Medyo misleading. Bakit? Kasi kung busisiin po natin yung budget at yung immigration levels plan, meron pong tinatawag na one-time initiative. Napag-usapan natin, may one-time initiative, di ba, for parang temporary residents to permanent residents. Magkakaroon doon ng PR to PR pathway, which could help up to 33,000 temporary residents. Meron ding one-time initiative catered to refugees. Ito po yan, oh. A one-time, 2-year initiative to recognize eligible protected persons, refugees, as permanent residents and process applications from those who have been recognized as needing protection by the IRB or by IRCC. Okay, so merong special one-time initiative para maging PR ang mga refugees. Over the next 2 years, ang bibigay nilang slots dyan ay 115,000 in a span of 2 years. So, medyo misleading yung 49,000 something. Kasi kung tutuusin, on top po ito. On top ito doon. At alam nyo ba, no, itong 115,000 na yan, babalikan ko yung breakdown, ano? In a span of 2 years, di ba? It's more than 20%, no? More than 20% of the total economic immigrants na tatanggapin hanggang 2027. So, it's a big chunk, di ba? If you compute it that way. Now, let me bring you dito sa portion of the supplementary explanation, no, tungkol sa budget, wherein pinag-uusapan itong special one-time initiative for refugees. Dito mo makikita na they are being prioritized. Why? Ginamit mismo yung salitang prioritized. Ito yan, no? Pertaining to the one-time initiative for refugees. These admissions are in addition to those identified in the PR admission targets. Protected persons have a recognized protected person status in Canada and can reside in the country as long as they maintain the status. They are not temporary residents like workers or students who come to Canada on time-bound temporary permits. Ito na. Prioritizing their admissions as permanent residents over the next 2 years will ensure that those in genuine need of Canada's protection have their permanent status recognized, accelerating their full integration into the Canadian society and their path to citizenship, and upholding Canada's international humanitarian obligations. So, ayun, no? Ipa-prioritize sila over the next 2 years. Again, only those with genuine grounds or claims para maging refugee. Ibang issue, no? Yung pag-check, pag-a-assess, at pagbabantay against those with false claims naman talaga. Na nandito lang para humingi, okay, mag-abang ng mga benepisyo na nabibigay sa kanila habang sila ay naghihintay ma-finalize yung kanilang mga applications. Okay, so there it is. What do you think about this? Do you agree that they should be prioritized? Well, yun na talaga yung gagawin. Ano? Ito na yung plano. The Immigration Minister, in fairness naman, nasabi niya that they are at the same time, while transitioning legitimate refugees into PRs, they are also going after fraud in the asylum or the refugee program of Canada. Okay, so yun lang. Let me know what you guys think. I will end this episode here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye!